the mast off before you put it in the water.
So here we are on Don's boat again. Alright, Don.
Alright, Peter.
How much you got invested in this boat?
Oh,
Hey?
a fortune.
I was looking round it, you must have at least £20 worth of...
Maybe 24.
£24 of good quality stuff in here.
See, they're the same. That's a different thread
Yeah,
than that.
yeah.
I think he's going further.
This is a very old engine, Don, so I think you'll find that the Whitworth are
No, about the same.
not going to be AF, are they? It's certainly not metric, so...
Could be BSF.
What came before BSF and Whitworth? Was there one in 18th century? What was it?
There wasn't.
Chiselled out.
Yeah.
1 thread per inch.
That's weird, Pete.
Does that fit?
No.
No. So you need it painted, that's the first thing. Looks alright in the front end, it's clean up bit by bit. It's got a toilet, hasn't it? A head.
A head. Now see, look. I could put them in there by hand. And they go all the way in.
What kind of engine is that, Dom?
It's a Petter.
Petrol. It's been fully serviced. You spent a fiver on it. Reconditioned. Spent a fiver on it, did you?
No.
No, 6. It actually does run alright.
They're only going in a little way. I need to.
Yeah, it's got blue on it. It's got the same blue on that one.
Yeah.
That's the engine.
They go in the top alright. Right? No problem.
Sure they
Usually-
weren't all the different lengths when you took them out?
No. Goes in, no. Goes
Doesn't
in
go in
there.
a long way though, does it?
That all goes right through as well.
This was the top that your brother done, wasn't it? He did a very good job on that, I tell you. Very good job. Handcrafted by brother. So if you need one doing, give Don a shout. I'm sure he'll charge you accordingly.
I've had the bill off my brother yet.
Airtight locker for your flares. You're going to need them. There's his battery. Some wiring in there, isn't there? Hey? It looks like you did the wiring on this boat, Don.
Yeah. Very possible.
That needs cleaning up.
In another life.
Solar panel, this works very well. Fully charge that battery every time we come. BP, they all seem to be petrol companies who are making, you know, it's all the petrol companies seem to be making these solar panels. Do you think they know something?
All them bolts.
Another one for sale, Dickie's Boatyard. That's where we are, Dickie's Boatyard in Bangor. Telephone number. Bill's Keel. Nice boat. Plenty of walk where he's on that boat next to us, Don.
Yeah.
It's got nearly 3 feet either side of it. Right?
Pass me that lump of wood.
Is that what you want, this one?
That lump of wood.
This is a lump of wood.
Yeah.
Is this the technical term?
It's a technical term for a
I'll
lump
blow
of
the
wood.
spiders off it. There's a piece of wood. This is an anchor. Is that what here?
It was in the toilet, but I didn't think it was right.
What was in the toilet?
The anchor.
Alright. So you're putting control panel in today.
Hopefully.
China, about £3.
No.
How much?
I don't know.
£4?
No, about £15.
50. I bet you were sweating when you spent that kind of money.
I was.
There's the wiring. You think it's going to get proper blocks and soldered? Not very much chance it. Got all this good quality stuff he's got in here. What's it like doing bolting on a shoestring?
It's the only way.
Like I said before, don't overstretch yourself. And there's no worries whatsoever about Don overstretching himself. Because at this rate, you can go on for another 10 years. and still not spend £100. Yeah, this boat was been around the world twice, hasn't it?
No, once.
Once, is that all?
Just one circumnavigation.
All right.
7.5 years it took.
7.5 years. And then it was in a museum.
Yeah.
And then it was rescued from a museum, wasn't it?
Yeah, by somebody who rescued it by putting it on the beach for another 10 years.
Yeah. And then in a boatyard for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's coming back to life now. Well,
Slowly.
well, it's hopefully coming back to life.
Yeah, it's good.
It will do, slowly. We've got 6 weeks to do it. Has it got 6 weeks to do it?
Yeah.
It's going in the water in 6
Very
weeks.
soon.
Would you believe it or not, this is going to sail in 6 weeks.
Right.
We'll take you along it as we go. Now here's Don. What's the technical bit you're doing now?
Measuring.
Right.
I can work out which end of the ruler is the beginning.
If you can see the numbers on the ruler. Is that a metric ruler or?
It's rusty. It's rusty and it's slightly bent. It's got a nice gentle bow on it. Do it like that.
Oh, it's the old get a piece of string routine, is it?
Yeah.
And the tongue comes out as well.
That's alright actually. It'll fit.
Here we are again, Don.
Yes,
Good looking Pete. What's the date, Don?
it's the 18th of August,
2000
year of
and,
our Lord 2016.
and we're at Dickie's Boatyard in, what's this place
Bangor.
called? No, it's not Bangor, is it?
Port Penryn.
Port Penryn. Right, we're 3/4 of the way through finishing it. If you see any dodgy bits on it, they're probably the bits that Don's done. But as you can see, we've even took the wedges out. So I'll take you around it. We've not finished yet. Got to take them wedges out and do under there. Don did a good job on the back. It went on very well. Took us about hour and 20 minutes, didn't it, Don?
Yeah.
Got a few wedges to take out there, finish a bit more. Oh, Don's hacking it away. Is that safe, that, Don?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Dead safe. With the emphasis on dead.
I was underneath there a minute ago and Don pulled the wedges out and I thought I'd seen it move. Ooh, it's technical, this part, Don. Can I do this part?
Nah.
Are you sure?
Not qualified, Pete.
You've missed a bit there, Don.
I know.
We both missed a bit. We're just finishing that. That's the last bit we've got to finish.
And one more bit on the
Oh,
other
one
side.
more bit. See you in a minute. You can always test your boat out of the water as long as you've got water going in where it would normally be going when it's in the water. Yeah?
A boat full of oil.
A boat full of oil?
Yeah.
From where?
Where do you think? The oil pressure thing. Squirted all over the cabin.
Don, do you know, I'll tell you something, Don. Right? I'll tell you something, Don, that you forgot to put in.
Yeah.
Is it in here?
I don't know.
It was about... It was in here. It's not in here now.
Oh, I got it.
Let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. He took the oil pressure switch out to get a new one. Oh, good looking Pete. Taking his life in his own hand, getting up here. He took the oil pressure switch out and forgot to put it back in. So when he started the engine a second ago, is that oil at the back there, Don?
Yes. It's everywhere.
6 feet it went. There it is. Look at on the car. Oh,
I think there's plenty of oil pressure.
your
don't you?
missus put that carpet in. It's all over the place.
I tell you what, I don't think we've got any worries about oil pressure.
No. They're looking clean in there.
I've been very smart.
Is that my bed for tonight?
Yeah, the oil.
No.
Look at that.
Oil everywhere.
It's alright, I've got a load more carpet.
Won't be a second.
good looking peach all on his own. Don's gone for some terps, thinners. So I'll take you around a few boats for anybody who wants to start sailing or wants a liveaboard. Now, boat size, this is Don's boat, Steel Away, which is macwester, 22 foot. Great for sailing. Not too happy about the single long keel, but it should be alright. Some people prefer long keels, some people prefer bilge keels, fin keels. That's a long keel. That's a bilge keel. Obviously 2 keels on it. So you can sit down on the mud, sit there and have a coffee if you do get stuck. There's a long keel, very, very long keel. I don't think that's going to sit very well, that's just going to fall over, so don't get into a situation where you're going to fall over. And then you've got fin keels. Now these are fin keels, so again, large weight in the bottom, but they tend to fall over. There's lots of things to be caught if you're going in shallow water as well, like the rudders. There's another fin keel, semi-long fin keel, very large boat. But liveaboard, you could quite happily liveaboard on something this size. This would be about 28 feet, maybe 30. So westerly, Ocean Lord, you can look it up, I don't know what that is, that's 36 feet or 38 feet at least. You could certainly liveaboard that one. In fact, you could liveaboard most of these boats. Most are big enough inside. Bloke who owns this one, he comes down at weekend. That's massive inside. This is a triple keel, as you can see. You've got your bilge at the side and a very long centre keel as well. That would sit very well. Same with this one. There's the one next to it. This one's for sale. Forget how they look below the line, because that's just paint basically. Rub it down, paint, it's just like new. This is a very nice boat. Needs a bit of work doing to it, but nothing major. Bit of wood down the side. Other than that, it's a very Dickie's number, in case anybody's interested. Like I say, it's not much. This one will probably be about 18-20 pound a week, maybe 22 if you look. I don't even think it'd be that. You'd have to come up with some deal with them, because you're going to be leaving it here for a few months while you do it up. But certainly would be a very nice boat once it's done and out. I don't know if you can see any of it. There's plenty of boats at Dickie's for sale if you fancy being in this part of Wales. As I said, the keel arrangement on that is set perfectly well. Another nice newer one if you've got plenty of money to buy one. Depends what you want, whether you want an old boat or a new boat. Personally, the old boats are fantastic. They've been here 30-40 years up to now. They'll probably be here another 30-40 years. These newer ones won't. Only time will tell, but these will just start splitting apart in 20 years time, I tell you. You may think they've all got all the fancy stuff on them, but basically they're crap. Half of the stuff that's on the deck will rot away, where on the old stuff it's still there. Look at Don's. It's 40 something years old, and all the parts that are on it are original parts. And apart from the bottom of the mast going, which is partly our fault, we'd still all be there. So it just depends what size you want to live aboard. You could basically live aboard Don's, because like you can live in a 13 foot caravan, or you can live in an 18 foot caravan or a 26 foot caravan. It's up to you how much room you think you need. We all tend to have too much clutter in our lives. Well, you're not going to get much clutter in a boat, because you're going to have to sort your stuff out so you've got just what you need and a bit extra. Not rooms and rooms and rooms like I have, most people have, of rubbish. Plus the fact you spent loads of money on rubbish as well. But as I say, where Dickie's Boatyard is, very nice place. You can imagine how many people out there are actually waking up to a scene like that every morning. I'm certainly not where we come from in Manchester. Alright, it's not as nice looking the other way, but it's still a better scene than most people get to see out of the windows every morning. You only get one life, so enjoy it while you can, which most people don't, and then it's too late. But here at Second Chance Sailing, we're making the most of it. So I'll see you soon. I'm good looking Pete, all on my own, no Don, no Allens, and we're going to get all this finished today. See you in a minute.
Somebody would come up here and help me. Right?
Yeah.
Come up and help me, anybody.
Why?
Oh, just get him to hold the rope where you are. Well, no!
Yes. Now happened, nobody was pulling out, it was in one position.
No.
Yeah?
You right, Alan? Yeah. Go on.
You're everything fucking lost, right?
That's it, you're on your own. What?
You're on your own, I don't know, he said something. But that thing's twisting like, look, that thing just put back on. Right.
It's not going to go anywhere now, I know this.
Is it up straight, Alan?
Yeah. Go on, rope.
Don't pull that loose.
I know.
It's absolutely throwing it down. Lift you. It's absolutely throwing it down.
Yeah.
Don and good looking Pete. But believe it or not, we got the mast up. Third time lucky, Don.
Third time lucky.
God, it was a hard job, wasn't it? We're just doing all the tightening up now. Listen. Oh yes. Sounds just about right. Well, it's finally up. It's looking good, isn't it, Don, eh? Isn't it looking good?
Yeah.